At about 3 o'clock, we have a source that has shown us that there is a flurry of cell phone activity from Casey's phone. Some of those calls, 6 in a row, that are just a minute or two apart, trying to get a hold of her father, 6 phone calls to her mother, and 2 other individuals which we are not describing at this time.
All righty, let's head over to our legal panel. Joanna, what do you think about this flurry of phone calls?
I think the flurry of phone calls is indicative of that something bad happened. What was it? And what we have yet to be seen as a prosecution, what I have yet to be seen is what were the messages, and as well as what did she say on the phone, if she said anything at all, because an excited utterance, what she might have screamed out at that period of time, could be something that I could use on my case for the truth of the matter.
That is admissible in court.
Absolutely, for impeachment purposes, especially if she takes it, and we know she's not very truthful, so I'd be ready to use that all day. I want to know what she said, and I'm ready, and I would want to use that.
Lauren Lake, same take?
Well, no, my take is, were the phone calls answered? Or was she just calling and calling and calling and couldn't get anybody? That's what I want to figure out. And if she could get someone, again, what was said, but if something bad happened, it could be due to, I'm having a mental breakdown and I need help now. So these things could go for the defense in the end. And if the calls were never answered, then we don't know why she was calling. Somebody's got Caylee. We don't know.
Let's go back to July 15th, though. One of these 911 calls that the grandmother, Cindy, made. She calls twice on July 15th. The first call, she asked police to arrest her daughter, Casey,
standing next to her,
for stealing a car and stealing money. She then calls again an hour later. She's crying at this point, and she says that her daughter, Casey, finally told her that the granddaughter, Caylee, had been missing for a month. I mean, this is compelling. Then she also talks about how it smells like there's a dead body in the car. These phone calls, just like we just talked about, these flurry of activity, we're going to see how everything leads up. And even if nobody answered the calls, I disagree. Even if nobody answered the calls, I would want her to explain away why did she make all these calls. And the 911 tapes, that's just butter on top for me to tell me exactly what happened.
Oh, it's not butter on top at all. The mother and the father in this case are just, their credibility is shaken just as much as Casey's right now. They're telling story after story after story. You don't know what to believe. And that's what defense attorneys prey upon in cases, are holes in the case and lack of credibility.
Orlando, wrap it up for us. You got 10 seconds. I hear there's a rift inside the Anthony family.
She would throw her right into jail, or she would try to get her right into jail.
We'll keep track of it. Again, Caylee's birthday is this Saturday. She'll be 3. Thank you all very much.
Thanks. All righty, next up this morning, a deadly new twist in the Clark Rockefeller